So Kelpish sends me a video of Pokey Lafarge, and it's called Fuck Me Up Official Video. And look at that screenshot. It looks like a devil feeding a blindfolded genie a steak.
That isn't a genie.
It's a genie.
I don't see a high pony.
Well, see, maybe she took it down for the blindfold.
Okay. Wake up to fun.
Yeah, thank you. I am watching this as I huff and puff after finishing my exercises.
Good. I am in a meeting at the moment. Should be available in about 15 minutes. LOL.
Knock on the wall of the magic lamp and I'll let you out. Yeah. Here's a music by a burlesque dancer. And I send Kelpish love digitally. And there's two like blonde twins in the screenshot there.
Oh, you're right. There are. No good streams lately. Pout.
Are you asking me to stream, sub girl?
No, but if you want to. Just looking for some commiseration. You know, in between practicing kissing my hand and all.
That was a very long 15 minutes. Tonguey face emoji. Did you like that song? I will stream sooner or later, but right now, it seems as soon as I release one video, I am immediately working on the next.
I know. Work is just crazy. And I sat in a chair to relax, a leather recliner, and promptly took a nap. Yeah, it does seem like there's always new content from you. And I did like that song. Thank you for sharing. For my part, I think I found one of the saddest songs ever.
Lol, gotta get that beauty sleep. It's true. I put a song on my singing channel today. I am working on our script, and tomorrow will probably be the next edition of Behind the Scenes. I'm glad that you liked it.
Yep.
Which comment got the yep?
Glad you liked it.
Oh, okay. Saddest song?
Yes. Hopeless love, abandoned love, loneliness.
You definitely like high drama in your music, Kelpish.
I need to have an emotional response to music to connect to it.
Oh, I see.
I dare you to listen. And I send Jorrun a song by SYML called Hurt for Me.
And if I accept your dare?
You will listen to an intense song.
LMAO, that's a boring dare. Listening.
Well, you suggest something.
Okay, I have a dramatic song for you. Very different subject matter.
Okay.
So I sent Kelpish a song by DMX, The Professional. Did you like it?
I did. It wasn't what I was expecting.
Ha! I have to keep you on your toes.
Indeed. Idle Kelp Hill is something to be feared.
I recited those lyrics at a poetry open mic once because I am Jorrun.
How's that script coming? How's your Saturday thus far?
It's not good. My depression is bad this week.
Oh, noes. That isn't good. Was there a trigger?
Too much isolation. It doesn't help that I haven't been reaching out to friends. And of course, it's spring and I have no one special to share it with.
Uh-oh, sad Jorrun is sad. We are social creatures, and all this sheltering in place is not natural at all.
Yes.
I take it that virtual connections do not feel the same? They don't for me.
It's nice, but not the same as a long phone call with someone you care about, that you really, really feel you know.
Agreed. I think another factor is whether I have met the person previously. Then there's a little more flexibility.
Well, I am referring specifically to friends, not lovers.
I figured.
Friends I haven't reached out to. My depression about not having a soulmate is a different sadness. Okay, so you understood me.
I know it's kind of impossible, but don't sweat the soulmate thing. The day I met my ex in person, I would have sworn with every iota of my being that I had just met my soulmate. My mind wanted it to be so, and so it was. Since obviously having to come to terms that I was wrong about him I am getting more interested in... Actually, first, do you believe in reincarnation?
Okay.
Does that mean you do believe in it?
It means I am reading all of your posts. It's quite a bit to take in.
Sorry, I got wordy.
And I guess change the subject.
Hey, I go with the flow. And also, when you think about it within the frame of many lifetimes and nonlinear existence, they can almost be the same thing.
I must have trouble flowing right now.
A very dear friend in this life could be your soulmate. You just aren't supposed to have a romantic relationship in this life.
Yes, I am a romantic though. I'd prefer a soulmate. I could have that with, yes, sex.
I am the same way. It's just that there is a lot riding on that concept of soulmate. I remember being in my mid-30s, stressed right out about not having anyone in my life like that. What I'm trying to express very poorly is that now I like to focus on the concept of groups of souls, finding your spirit family, truly like-minded people. Now, that doesn't mean clones of you with the same interests and qualities, but rather people who share your core beliefs, but express them different and who will complement you. They will have the strengths to your weaknesses, are able to foster your evolution as a person. This probably isn't helping. I'm not good at explaining this sort of thing.
Okay, I agree with your general concept, but it is spring, and I have spring fever badly. I am single, no one to kiss, no one for sex. But it is spring, and I have spring fever badly. I am single, no one to kiss, no one for sex, no one to romance with and be in love with. My life is a long line of women deciding we on a match or finding someone who is a better fit for them than me.
Who usually ends the relationship? You? Them? 50-50?
I have certainly ended a relationship of 3 in my time. Right now, I can only think of the many times I had my hopes up and saw a very bright future ahead, only to have it end very suddenly, usually without warning.
Oh, wow. I can see how that would even be more difficult.
It very much is. For whatever foolish reason, I don't give up and accept being alone forever.
That isn't foolish. I literally hate people and would probably be considered semi-agoraphobic, and yet I still pined and pined to find someone. It's what makes us human. We nest. Even Neanderthals did. How do you usually find a partner?
I'm amazed I still have the capacity to love at this point, or confused as to why I do.
I know that sentiment very well. I have gone insane stretches of time alone. Not even like casually dating a person here and there, like totally alone. We endure, you will endure, and you will find someone.
I can't say that I believe that with any degree of honesty.
You don't have to. It'll still happen.
I won't lie to you and tell you that I believe you, not with my life history.
Let me ask you this. I consider us friends, and as your friend, I want to support you. And since we are still learning about each other, I am not sure how I can support you best.
That's very sweet.
Do you prefer to vent, or let me wax philosophical and attempt to give you advice? I would never want to assume.
Very kind of you.
I have battled depression throughout my life, and at times needing meds, other times not.
I am very lucky in that the clinical part of my depression can be treated all naturally. I guess the answer to your question is vent. Although I treasure my female friends and their support, whenever any one of them says, "You will find the right one for you one day," I hear empty platitudes. They don't believe it, and I don't believe it. It is something said because that's what society tells us being kind is, and it's the right thing to do.
Well, I wasn't just offering platitudes. I do believe it. However, what I was going to go on to say, the challenge is recognizing them when they come into your life. That's the part everyone fucks up. They fail to see them. But... ... Vent away.
I see you have chosen wax philosophical and attempt to give you advice.
Are you tired? Would you prefer to have a phone convo? No, I just wanted to finish my thought. The floor is yours, sir.
I appreciate the offer of a call. I say that honestly, but it is 4 a.m. here and Jorrun is tired.
Totally understand.
FYI, I attempted to finish our script tonight. It ended up being less than 4 minutes. I'd prefer to double that. Might be short because there is no plots, just a bunch of quotes being thrown around.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Not sure what to do or add next. I got sick of listening to Lauren's disgusting, pathetic thoughts, and I quit for the night.
If you are comfortable, I could take a look and see if anything comes to mind. And I do not mind at all if you don't use my feedback. It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I released the behind the scenes of the last skit tonight. Depressed or not, I refuse to drop the ball on all the progress I have been making. That's the difference between me now and me in my 20s.
It might jumpstart something in your brain. A consummate professional.
I even made it to Chef's premiere and to Club's stream last night. I made myself go because friendship and supporting good people is important to me. I even put on a happy face. I wasn't happy, but it is my routine.
It's good that you do that, even though I know it can be terribly difficult.
Yeah, check out that last video. I honestly forgot if you were there for the Professor Armstrong premiere or not.
Oh my, I can't remember either.
Yes, check them both out, and thank you for calling me consummate. Here, and I send Kelpish sex Armstrong style spoiler ...
I recognize that you sharing an unfinished script is probably a big deal, and I am truly honored.
That's the proper response from a submissive or not.
What an asshole.
Do not call me an asshole. That is the proper response from a submissive or not. I usually never do it until it's done. Perfect. But right now, I just don't care. Sad face emoji.
Also, I will admit this. Not sure why, but I had never ever realized how much of my true nature leaked into how I speak and write and form sentences, even the words I choose, until you pointed it out a few times.
Oh, okay, I am laughing on the inside, and I needed that.
It's okay to laugh. I did.
No, it is internalized only because of how I feel this week. I am always very proud when I can sniff out a sub.
And how much sniffing did you have to do for me? Be honest.
I can't recall at this moment.
That sounds like you don't want to say.
I was just so happy when I sniffed out Anna. She was a certified genius and intimidating to many. Kelpill, I am too tired emotionally to play games. If I say I can't recall, then it means that I can't recall right now.
Understood. That type of dichotomy seems very natural to me. External persona versus internal persona.
Could you just open a document, okay?
Yep.
She was impressed that I could master her so easily. Sometimes I really do miss her.
Also, I was not admonishing you. It was more being playful.
Okay, cool.
I know exactly what she meant.
How's that?
Well, I do not know her at all, but I would bet you that she would not give another person mastery over her unless she respected them. And I'm sure she tried where respect wasn't there, and it just doesn't work. If there is no respect, and obviously trust, the power exchange will not work.
Of course, no sub will submit to someone who she doesn't respect unless her self-esteem is super low.
Not for any length of time, at least. And so a woman of her caliber, I'd wager earning her respect wasn't something she did very often.
She fell in love with me. She admitted that in our last civil conversation. It wasn't a perfect relationship, but I am glad that it happened. You wouldn't lose money on that wager. She was highly intelligent, beautiful, very funny, sweet, and sexy.
I would imagine you both learned volumes about yourselves.
Probably if it had lasted longer, yeah.
How long were you together?
3.5 months.
Gotcha. Was she foreign?
Yaha! From Florida! I do very, very well with women's anywhere but New England.
Okay. I just had a flash of her being European for some reason, eerily enough. So, when I lived in the Metro DC area, I lived there almost 2 years. I never made a friend, had a date, nothing.
Oh, damn.
One exception. More embarrassing, actually. Work friends had a party, and I got fuckered up. Like I hadn't been that drunk in years. And I made out with some dorky program manager.
Yeah.
And I woke up in my bed, and he was right there.
My first real laugh. Thank you. And here's a rose emoji for you.
Thankfully, we were both still fully clothed. Thank God.
LMAO! Was this a coworker?
Yeah, we were in different departments, but considered peers.
Yikes. Anyway, women's in the Northeast, they're not so fond of me. 20 years online. Women from other parts of the country think I'm a fucking catch. I need to move.
Yeah, you do. What keeps you there?
Family, good friends, the seasons, the ocean. I need to be near the coast.
Psst, there are other coasts. Poke, poke, poke. The family thing, though, I get that. That's the most difficult.
Is the poking ding like a bratty sub ding? Yeah, my parents are way up there in years. I don't have any real problem with the West Coast, though.
Why? Have other subs done it too?
Yes.
Then, yes.
It's kind of a little sister wants your attention thing, but it usually only shows up if you aren't being sexual. Wow, I got pretty specific there. There is a sub here that I really wanted to get with, and I know she was very attracted to me, but timing was bad. Found out later, we weren't really a match, even as Dom sub.
What did you find out?
Number one, she really needs a sadist Dom, and this is not me at all. And two, I was ready for monogamy, and she was not.
Yeah, those can be deal breakers, but now you have me curious. Like, what type of sadism was she into?
I forget. Lots of pain, though, for sure.
So, how far do you go with punishment?
Physically, just hair pulling and spankings. Pain is absolutely not my thing.
A lot of people share your opinion.
I am sensual, not sadistic.
Pain can be transformative. I don't feel those two things are at odds.
Spoil me, worship me, obey me, and fuck me.
Hurt me.
The day my cock gets hard from causing pain, no, fuck that.
Do you think he'll ever have to worry? No. I'm not into that.
Haha! Whatever you are into is cool with me.
Your arousal isn't from the promise of pain caused in another. It would be from giving your sub an extreme ecstatic experience. Bonus points for that awesome alliteration.
Lol, points awarded.
Yay.
Oh, I enjoy giving ecstasy, but with sex, not pain.
Sex can be painful.
So, she and I didn't get anywhere, but I will always wonder.
I don't have an argument for the non-monogamy, by the way. You're either cool with it or you're not. I do not have any tendencies towards polyamory, just from a statistical standpoint. The chances of me finding one person...
I have always wanted to try a threesome. 3 girls and me in the corner crying. I have always wanted to try a threesome, but it always eludes me. Lol, I didn't want to just be another cock to her.
So the chances of me finding one person are astronomical enough. 2 or more, I can't count that high.
Lol, cute kelpish.
Now, if I was commanded to try something like that, that would be different.
Oh, that's a fun thought.
No one has ever wanted to share me when I brought it up. I am such a minx. Lol.
Q, I won't share you by the Smiths.
Nicely played.
Of course it is.
Now that song is running through my head.
I have covered a bunch of their songs, sometimes successfully, including that one. You're welcome.
Girlfriend in a Coma?
No.
Aw. Death of a Disco Dancer?
Panic, Last Night, Big Mouth, and There Is a Light.
Oh my god, this script is going to become infamous. If we can pull it off. Those are all good too.
I only aim to hit home runs, baby. That script is stuffed with quotes. People won't have time to breathe.
I am seeing that. Wow.
Heart face emoji and sunglass cool face emoji.
I do see what you were seeing. It's like a snapshot.
How so?
Like what you said earlier, there's no driving plot. It's just an interlude.
Yes. And that is badly cutting into the runtime. I might have to slap one on.
I'll ruminate on it too and see if anything comes to me. You gave me the Miss Vagina and Mr. Penis line. Well, I just remembered a bunch of gross stuff Lauren said, like wanting to take pictures.
You're very welcome. Thank me with a kiss.
And wanting to be inside Kayla all night long, including whilst asleep.
The fun of this sketch, and where I prove my creativity instead of just throwing quotes around, is putting them in a very different context, changing pacing, having the opposite gender say the lines, etc.
And that is very evident, my clever friend.
Thank you. And yes, the comedy pops better if it is kinda hot. It's a great juxtaposition. And look who I choose to work with. Someone who has a vocal gift perfect to exploit. And here's a kiss emoji for the second time that has not been returned.
He loves talking about his stuff.
Yeah.
And I am all in too. I want it to get us both a little more appreciation in the community.
Always hot when a woman says she is all in. I want more appreciation. And I deserve it. If I was lazy or entitled, I'd feel bad saying that. But I am not. So I don't.
And you shouldn't. The peeps who get a lot of attention are the ones who just stream live calls. But it seems inverted for the popularity that they get compared to the effort put in.
Yes. Welcome to my personal pain. I would have 5 times the subs if I just played.
He played right into it.
Yes. I would have 5 times the subs if I just played calls and stopped them just long enough to give a trite opinion.
Yep.
That causes a real artist like myself considerable distress. I actually create things.
I can only imagine.
Anyways, I am going to be straight up if I have to drag everyone on board kicking and screaming.
I fear the fate of anyone who resists.
I always have a great team of people who love working with me. I have more people than I can properly utilize at this point. If you said that fate line again, but with a bow and calling me my lord, it would be pretty hot.
Oh no, it would be totally hot.
You better get those cocksmokers out of your life. Yaha! That's my lawn impression. Notice how I said it, but I said it sexy.
Yes, you are the sexy Lauren, which is really weird.
See, clobbing time, he goes, meow, 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 meow. But when I do it, I make it extra sexy because I go, meow, 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 meow.